welcome back guys to the LP, the newest LP by the way, the LP of those things long since forgotten, and hopefully never again shall we LP this. Just kidding. Well, I think it's finally time for me to play a game that I actually never loved, mostly hated, because of one reason and one reason: Sudden Strike. Now I have a huge history of playing Sudden Strike, that is, and playing Blitzkrieg. Well, it's not a huge history. There is no history actually, because at the end of the day, when I got Blitzkrieg back in the day when it came out, I was expecting a Sudden Strike Plus, and I was very disappointed. I want just to make that clear that I was very disappointed with Blitzkrieg 1. It was boring, the music was awful. It was more arcadish than Sudden Strike. The infantry never had any role, and plus the trucks, the evil trucks from which babies come out and into the soldiers. And I mean, just ridiculous. We shall of course see all that, and I shall show you the things I do not like. But again, things changed, and I actually played Blitzkrieg 2. And what happened is that before Blitzkrieg 2, I actually played Codename Panzer's Phase 1, okay? And I mean recently just, and finished it finally, and I was like very in the mood to play more World War II games. And I jumped on the Blitzkrieg 2, and it was fun, and I fell in love. I mean, Blitzkrieg 2 is a very awesome game. Much more action-oriented than Blitzkrieg 1. Much more colorful, which I adore. No, though, desaturated bullshit that today's people are on, like on drugs or something. They just want one color, and that's gray, it would seem. I like colors, and no, colors do not make a cartoonish game. What makes a cartoonish game are, you know, proportions of units and infantry. And for instance, the only really cartoonish thing in Blitzkrieg 2 is, you guessed it, infantry, which is even more useless than in Blitzkrieg 1. But, you know, okay, that's the only part. Anyway, I love Blitzkrieg 2. Music is awesome, which I will be added to my list of the music that we shall be hearing during the gameplay of this, because I'm using the mod. As you can see, the mod MBMM4 version 1.2 is actually the game version, but that doesn't matter. Now, the point is that there is always a point. Remember that. I'm using a mod because, again, I don't like this vanilla Blitzkrieg crap. The mod only changes graphical things, the music, the sounds, and that's it. Nothing gameplay wise, which is what I want to experience, the vanilla gameplay. Now I said to myself, let's do this, you know, let's make a fucking LP of a game that I never loved, because I fell in love in the second part. The second part is very awesome game, very interesting. The side missions are awesome. The gaining of the experience is something I like. Even infantry gains experience, so to speak, even though it's much more useless anyway. Except the Fallschirmjäger, because I'm playing actually the campaign for the Germans. But anyway, this is actually more of an intro to the LP. Why am I doing the damnable thing? Because I already did the Sudden Strike 1, did Sudden Strike 2, did the mod, not finished both Sudden Strike 2 nor the Hidden Stroke 2 mod. Didn't finish those. Will at some point in life, maybe when I'm 90 or something. Anyhow, let's do this. So the new game shall be on options. Okay, options are awesome, right? So I decided to do this on hard. Okay, so the enemies have advantage. Now I said also that this is something I don't like about Blitzkrieg games, is that, you know, I'm playing Blitzkrieg 2 for instance very hard. It's not that hard. But there's a big difference between, as you can see, suicide hard without in-mission saves. Now if you go on to the easy, your troops have an advantage. Understandable, right? Now normal, historically correct level of difficulty. Now this is something that bugs the shit out of me in these games. Well, in Blitzkrieg that is. That they added this kind of bullcrap, because it says historically correct level of difficulties. Now, you know, in your mind you immediately go, well, why would I play on hard if this is a historical correct level of difficulty, you know? Like, why would I go on hard? And if I actually went on forums and seen that people just play on normal because it says it's historically correct level of difficulty, so in your mind it's fucking you, right? So I'm gonna play on hard and see how much hard it is, because I did try on hard a long time ago, and it fucked me up like nobody's bitch. But I'm a veteran of games these days, so no game is really hard anymore to me. But we shall see, right? Let's begin this. So we're gonna go on hard, okay? And that's it. And then the screen stops. Okay. So I'm gonna go on to the back, onto the new game, and we shall play, of course. We will start with Germany, because I will never finish anybody else, but let's start with Germany and see how much different it is compared to the Blitzkrieg 2. You know, and just make some kind of comparison. Of course, we're gonna compare it to the Southern Strike always. Southern Strike is awesome, but German campaign because Germans are evil and they're awesome. So this is like the intro to the awesome German campaign that I never actually looked at. I hope actually this is a recording as planned, because I didn't know which freaking thing I set up. The resolution and all that crap. God damn it, I hate that shit. Yeah, okay, nobody gives a shit. Okay, I'm gonna stop here, prepare my stuff, and move on. Okay, welcome back. So we skipped the freaking intro because nobody likes the intros. Anyway, the intro is just crappy intro. They made the Poland, nobody gives a crap. Now, it begins. It begins with the German campaign in 1939. Okay, Operation Weiss, the invasion of Poland. Okay, we'll as always read this, because you know, what the fuck? What's the point if you don't read stuff, right? Plus it helps me with my crappy English. Okay, 1939, Germany demanded the return of the city of Danzig and the Polish territories that separated Eastern Prussia from the German mainland. Poland refused to negotiate, and the Germans began preparing for war. Germany gathered 62 divisions with 1,600,000 troops, 2,800 tanks, 6,000 guns, and 2,000 aircraft. Poland encountered with 39 divisions, including 1 million troops, 870 tanks, 4,300 guns, and 400 planes. The Germans were not only superior in numbers, but in the quality of their vehicles and equipment. Despite the fact that the Poles did not have the resources to secure their lengthy border with Germany, the Polish command refused to withdraw their troops deeper into the country. They were counting on the resolve of their soldiers to hold the border until England and France, their allies, could arrange an attack on Germany's western front. The Germans, knowing that the Poles were overstretched, used their tank divisions to cut the Polish defenses on September 1st and made their way to Warsaw. Many of the Polish formations were surrounded, either annihilated or taken prisoner. Although Warsaw managed to hold on for some time longer, by September 16th the main Polish army had been smashed. England and France did declare war on Germany, but did not begin any military offensives, even though they outnumbered the German forces on the Western Front by 5-1. The Polish government evacuated to England, and by October 5th, Poland was completely in Germany's hand. This was the beginning of the Second World War. So we begin, of course, the invasion of Poland, as we have read. Of course, you have stuff here. I don't know what the hell this stuff is. Retrieving files. Oh no. Let's see what we're gonna retrieve. I have no idea. Again, the interface of this game is like completely unknown to me, especially because I don't touch stuff. Okay. The recognition manual. You can see every unit, the historical, and all that crap. You see, I didn't know that. Nobody cares. Okay. Let's begin. So, invasion of Poland. We're awesome like that, by the way. So again, I started my missions, all the good stuff. Missions? Anyway, I did a tutorial before this, because you always have the first time you start the Blitzkrieg, you have the tutorial, or should I say install Blitzkrieg, whatever. You have the tutorial where you do stuff, you get, you know, tutorialed, I guess. So again, mission, Poland, historical. Now you have historical, and you have like this one, okay? And this is historical also. So there you do historical. Oh no. Okay, let's see. This is reconnaissance operation, security and capture warehouse. Alright, okay, so I guess it's the same principle as a Blitzkrieg 2, I guess. You have certain missions before the main mission, the main mission, before you ended that campaign and all that. the first chapter, so to speak. So I guess we have here stuff that we can do. It's in Poland, okay? This is a reconnaissance operation, secure the area and capture warehouses. Of course, if you do these missions, you get promotions for your core units if you actually use them. So let's go with that first, maybe get a little bit experience. So, your first, oh, this is your first mission. I think I did this. Why would we do this? Oh well, let's go. Let's do this. Nobody cares. Maybe we get some promotions, maybe not. You know, why not? Fuck. We're back. It seems that I've screwed up something as per usual. That tends to happen all the time. I screwed up the resolution crap again. I don't know how I succeed in this, but doesn't matter. Moving on, onto the game. Oh Jesus, only problems. I hate this. Every fucking time I use the freaking Blitzkrieg or some kind of stuff, any first LP, I guess, always something screws up. Moving on. So we have the stuff blinking here. That's your aggressive movement, attack move command, so to speak. You use that. Press the A button. Specifically use the freaking keyboard things, because it actually helps a lot. So we move in. The fighting starts against the little Polish soldiers with their Mauser M29 rifles. Let's see what they have also. Lugers and all that. Wow, they actually have most of the German stuff, that would seem. I have no idea of the history of bullcrap, human race, whatever. So, secure the area with armor units. Done. We got the reinforcement. Of course, these are 3 core units. 3 main units that you can upgrade during the campaign and sexually harass later on, if need be. You can call aviation by clicking the air support button. Select the preferred plane type and specify blah blah blah. Okay, so here you go, aviation. The aviation in this game compared to Southern Strike is, you can call it as long as it's not destroyed. Okay, the type. If you send recon here, for instance, in this little nice village, it will be destroyed completely soon. You send it there. And if it gets destroyed, you don't have any more recons. For instance, in Southern Strike, you have a number of recon planes. If they get shot, you can't use them. But the moment you use any of those things, they are done. You can't have them later on. So you have like to specifically, should I say, be very cautious with what you use. So anyway, infantry formations. Okay, an infantry squad has several formations to choose from. When they need to cover a large distance on foot, the march formation gives them a speed bonus, and the aggressive formation makes them run, not crawl toward their target. Though I use the freaking, let's say, Z, and we use the aggressive formation. Okay, aggressive formation. Yeah, this sound is gonna be annoying at some point. I'm gonna delete that from the mod because that's the mod that added the sign, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, okay, infantry can storm buildings. I see, I didn't know this before. Use the Alt key when issuing the order, and of course, click on the freaking building. Note that when infantry is under fire, they crawl. You can also switch infantry to the offensive formation, so they will run towards the target while ignoring the enemy fire. That's what we are at the moment gonna be using. So that means this aggressive W formation. Moving on. So we're gonna use all of them. Set onto the aggressive formation, which I actually again use a lot, for instance Blitzkrieg 2 that is, and call Alt and right click on the freaking building. They will see they're running now. Some support from our vehicles will be needed. Not really, we won't care because that is the point of this tutorial. It's a tutorial. If you can actually utilize your main dudes, that's awesome, but that's about it. So anyway, what do we have? We have the 222 version of Leichte Panzerwagen. And of course we have the Panzer II F versions, 2 of them. And of course, as you can see, they all have their names here, their rank, their, of course, experience, 5 of 200 because they killed a bunch of stuff, 3 of 200. Maybe I don't know how actually rank goes. If you actually kill the damnable thing, or should I say experience goes up if you actually kill or support units. Anyway, fighting going inside the building, they get owned by a bunch of evil German soldiers of the 3rd and 4th Reich. So, reinforcements have arrived. Let's see what we have. Okay, we have some bunch of new trucks, Howlers, Maulers, Milters, whatever. Famo Mittlerer, Zirkenwagen, whatever. So, we have these heavy trucks that can only transport the artillery pieces, if I'm not mistaken. The light trucks cannot do that.
They of course can also do the 88s. They can transport them. Artillery reinforcements arrive at your starting blah blah blah. Okay, anyway, I know all this bullcrap, so I'm gonna teach you. Screw the tutorial, I'm gonna teach you stuff that I don't care about. So let's choose these guys. Right click on them, they will immediately undeploy near their positions, that is. And of course, if you again right click, they will prepare to resource your artillery units. So look at the minimap. The approximate location of enemy artillery is marked with the orange circles. You can destroy this artillery using your own. Artillery can make suppressive fire, continuous fire at a specific point. Remember that the enemy artillery can successfully fight your artillery as well. This is one thing I do not like about Blitzkrieg, is that you have you have so much to gain by not being able to be seen by the enemy AI or player. You know, as you can see, we can clearly see enemy artillery, and you can clearly see where they are. How the fuck do you use that? Honestly, that's stupid. That's something I never liked, because you know, you can counter easily your artillery, you know, but can still spam the fucking artillery onto the exact places where they're coming from. So we can use this. That's the, let's see, the suppressive fire, continuous fire at specific point or specified point. So we're gonna use this. Our thing are gonna pop up, get their bearings, and start firing on them as positions. And it begins. Of course, it takes some time, but again, if the actually enemy was the enemy we needed, and they would, was actually an enemy, they would actually destroy us by now, because we will probably lose all these guys. They would see where the hell we are, and they will be dead. As you can see, this dude does not have a range. If you go with Alt and R, you can see the range, right? This is the minimal range, if I'm not mistaken, and of course on the minimap you can see the maximum range of an artillery unit, for instance, or well, all of the units, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see on the tanks, for instance. Press on tank. Yeah, as you can see, you can't see that on a minimap, but you can see for an artillery unit its maximum range. So that gives you exact position of how you can actually use and utilize your artillery, which is quite okay, I guess. So the supply system consists of generic warehouses, large building at the starting location, these guys, a number of temporary depots, heaps of boxes and barrels with a special icon above them. So, this is how we're gonna do. Secure the settlement with your armor units, use aggressive movement by pressing A key, only temporary warehouse can be captured. Enemy warehouse have red icons above them and friendly warehouse have green icons above. Oh, really? As you can see, this is the enemy warehouse. Okay, this is the small stash of field warehouse, but again, I think it doesn't have a limit. It's still limitless. You have a huge amount of supplies, you know, unlimited bullshit. Also, of course, all warehouses have unlimited amount of supplies. That is, again, one of the quirks with the Blitzkrieg that I don't like. But that's about it, I guess, you know. I mean, there are a bunch of quirks I hate about Blitzkrieg. Quirks. Bad stuff that I hate about Blitzkrieg. I mean, because, again, you know, it's not realistic. It's not realistic at all. But, you know, what the fuck. You know, you don't have to worry about supply system. But again, if you look at that way, again, I was expecting Soundstrike 2.0. I got nothing. And we're gonna use the aggressive command, move our awesomer, I guess, the Panzer IIs and the 222. Moving on. Of course, we have to watch out for these guys. We don't want to lose them also, because you know, losing a core unit in the tutorial would be very bad, mind you. I mean, you lose a core unit, you lose the rank and all that. 8 of 200 now 222 has from 3. So yeah, nonetheless, you know, if you lose the core unit, you get a core unit in the next level, if I'm not mistaken, but it's a newbie, so you have to again rank it up, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe I am, again, who knows. Moving on. Scouts, we got a scouting, we had a sniper now. The sniper, the most imbalanced unit in the Blitzkrieg. Okay, the most imbalanced unit. So, scouts have a sneak formation, which allows them to move without being detected. Scouts also have binoculars, which increases their sight range by 60%. You can use their binoculars by pressing X, blah blah blah. select the scout. Yeah. Load him into the truck, into the limousine, in the Kubelwagen. And again, the most imbalanced unit in the entire game. Okay, the most freaking balanced unit. So, moving to our scout, the sniper, then we're gonna show you how the sniper actually works, because again, it's awesome using it, mind you, but again, if you're totally invisible to the enemy. It's so retarded, it's unbelievable. It's not realistic at all. Okay, so it's just like wow. Nonetheless, we're gonna send our scouting plane onto the warehouse district, or whatever they are. Get our scout there. Though the enemy probably has the AA artillery, well, AA gun that is, which is probably gonna shoot down the freaking airplane. Which again comes to another thing that I don't like about Blitzkrieg. Mind you, it may be I'm trying to do Blitzkrieg in a way that, you know, playing a game that you don't like is like, but you know, I'm trying, so let's go with that. So a scout can direct artillery fire. Use a scout to reveal enemy position near designated point by pressing X key. Okay, let's move the Kubelwagen out of the scout's area. Not pushing him. Jesus. Wow. Yeah, also the pet finding. My god, the pet finding in this game is like awesome. Oh. Now let's begin. So, X, and you have like a range, a nice range in what's happening. We can see the machine gun. So if you can see enemy units and they are not moving, it is best to use heavy artillery on them in the zeroing, also called ranging mode. And any enemy units inside the zeroing area will be fired and automatically with a better accuracy. Artillery zeroing can be issued with the X key. To show zeroing, blah blah blah, Alt Z area. Okay, so well, let's, for instance, choose only this guy. Well, let's choose them all, why not, right? So, zeroing X key. You can see range area. Put here. Oh, this one can't move. Oh, you can actually see because he got stuck or because of this. Sometimes the vehicle will stock their own thingies, which is quite okay. I like that. And now he can actually, yeah. Moving on. So anyway, zeroing, I guess that works as long as you have sight onto the enemy. I don't think that it's only special for the snipers. They will able to target the exact points where the enemy is, and of course, as you can see, direct hit on that machine gun. What the hell is that? Wow, it's a Vickers 12.7mm heavy machine gun. And that's it. Your first mission is done, and that's the end of my LP. Fuck you guys, I'm going home. But I'm just kidding. Anyhow, finish the mission, yes. So with this, we gain some skills, as you can see, tactics, 2%, nothing minus, which is awesome. That means that I'm an awesome person and all girls will love me. Sense of duty, 65, plus 65, I guess. Anyway, 4 on training, caution is 2, not bad, tactics is 2. Okay, cool. Current rank major, next rank 0, difficulty hard. And of course, this is a medal you're gonna gain through the entire campaign. And now, as you can see, we don't have that mission anymore. Now to the Warsaw. Whatever. Okay, next time, we're gonna do that crap. Whatever. Moving.